And I'm back for more Cogmind. Anyways, we have explored his part, but unfortunately the central database was locked, so it's not much we can do about that. We've got quite a lot of legs. Oh yeah, I should get the Seismic on. I guess the next best thing is to purge the alert. Terminal index gonna tell us where the terminals are, but doesn't really matter. We can scan for traps. Analysis slices. Nah, probably not needed because this guide is only for new players. It's non-spoilers, so I probably would just end it when I finish the material floors. But it's fine. There we go. Not too bad. Slicers or cutters? They're reinforcement sensed by happies. It's complicated. I'm gonna elaborate more when we actually find a heavy. And there's our next victim. Switch to track. Keep hitting this guy. Yeah, I forgot the combat logs. It's all over the place. Probably should swap it to high only. Yeah, so it's appear in this spot. There we go. Stop fixing it. Sensor is okay. Did he drop a thread? Doesn't really matter. Another exit. Now because it's at the ends of a hallway, so you can know for sure that it will lead to the next floor, the next main floors, which is also materials, controlled by OB10, which is this complex. High capacity. Now it's really good for leg builds. Sometimes on hovers too, but I'm not really a fan of it when I'm a tank. Most of the time I would go for huge storage. It's the safest pick for a tanker. You can go for cargo too, but it's really heavy. Don't really need this stuff. Guess I'm gonna purge an alert then. A prototype is not like I can't do prototype because the database was locked, so I can only search for stuff on this floor. Oh yeah, and this beta inventory component was buffed in this beta. I think I should try it out. Never mind then. Backtrack. This side then. I mean the recoil is not that much, so it's not really necessarily. I'm just kind of lazy. Oh, nice. This guy drops a machine analyzer and recalibrator. Now we don't have broken parts, but our stuff could break if we're too hot. Luckily, kinetic weapons generate like really low heat, only 20. 20 for this guy, 20 for this guy too. But it's per shot, 2 weapons. 2 weapons gonna take, here we go, 300 time units. 1 is 200. So in that time we're gonna cool down by like 60 because it's like 3 turns, so it's 20 by 3. So there's no way we're getting overheat unless we're corrupted and a sudden spike hit or something. Oh, EM pulse gun. Now, energy gun with electromagnetic damage or amazing, because it have corruption, which does a lot of stuff. Spectrum, which I mean, corruption is kind of like true damage in this game, and everyone is like weak to electromagnetic. At least that's the case in materials. Higher floors enemies, there was some kind of foe that have resistance to EM, so you can't just use this true damage for everything. And it also corrupts stuff that is not armor plating, so not really recommended for every single situation. The plus salvage is really nice because it increased the chance of you getting loot from enemies. But the fun part is spectrum and disruption. Disruption. Oh no. Oh crap. Oh crap. Disruption is bad. Disruption is really bad. On previous beta, it only affects enemy combatant and enemies and other bots, but on this beta, it also affects Cogmind. So enemies who have EM weaponry can disrupt your weapons, and you cannot use it for a limited time because like it kind of disable your weapons. So yeah, that sucks. And spectrum is 50%, which means if the shot from this gun hits the enemies and it hits the ion engine or some sort of engine here, the engine have 11% coverage. So 11%, if it hits, then it rolls the 50%, and if it succeeds, then the spectrum gonna cause the power source to explode, dealing a explosion with there we go. If triggered by chain reaction or rigged by proximity response, explode for thermal damage. This is some huge thermal damage with a radius of 2, falls off and having chunks too. High heat transfer, which is really nice. So it's 1, 2. So you would like to stay 3 tiles away from enemies while using EM weapons most of the time. Oh, nice. This thing is a new feature of this beta. It's the TF node. I have no idea what TF node stands for, but it sounds kind of funny. It's like Team Fortress node. You can smash it for what is it? Sensor array and signal interpreter. Wait, what's the armor? 20. So we need something that can go above 20. Oh, it's weak to electromagnetic. Interesting, but not weak to explosive. Miss. Insufficient. How much the damage? Oh, we can reach the threshold. Wait, no, we do. Wait, what? 10 is the lowest. 20. What? Oh, increased by 50. Ah, I see. I thought it's like twice. It's only like 50%. Yeah, I'm stupid. More heatsink. Heatsink is nice because things like laser, it's 40 heat. These guys are only 20, and EMs or even generate even more heat than just thermals. Oh, this one is 42. Normally, the general rules of thumb is EM gonna cause a bit more heat than thermal. Now, this seems like 3 runs, so I'm just gonna avoid them if possible. Oh, the engineer is helping the tunnelers to dig stuff, like the tunneler digs and the engineer builds the room. Really feels like the complex is alive and they're doing their stuff, not caring about you because you're a minor inconvenience. At least until you turn yourself into a major threat, then suitable response will be dispatched, and this guy just called for some friends. I'm gonna kill him with the EM, so... Oh yeah, it does not have a recoil. Generally, like most of the time, energy weapons have no recoils. There we go. Oh crap, that's a swarmer. I know by the sounds of it. Swarmers are the only ones who have kinetic weapons on these floors. Oh, that's some green bolt armor. Maybe I should fall back. Swap to the grenade launchers. Maybe they're dead, I have no idea. Oh crap, they're still around. Well, launcher it is then. Because they have such high evasion, it's only 50% chance to hit. Just gonna launch us the walls because the base chance is 60%. Although I could just miss and hit the walls and hit myself. There we go. Also displays the seismic activities because I kind of like exploded that region. So yeah. Anyways, let's keep going then. The thing is, grenade launcher usually cause collateral damage. If you destroy the tiles, like the walls, then you're gonna raise alert, and when the alert's high enough, the complex is gonna send assault squads, which are terrifying. But launchers are the way to deal with them. Usually a assault squad is an ARC, an armored robot carrier. Kinda like a aircraft carriers, but for robots. Typically it would have 5 combat-centric robots inside them, usually grunts, swarmers, programmers. Kind of funny though, because normally when we speak of programmers, generally you're gonna think about some guys coding some stuff, but these guys are warriors. They like to fight. The closest thing to programmers in real life are gonna be operators because they work with the terminals. Anyways, more launchers, and we found our first cannon. Cannon in this layer is really nice because the base damage is 15 to 20, so the lowest is 15, and the robot core is... This guy only have 10 core, and I think grunts have 15 too, so it's able to one-shot grunts, which are really nice. Because if the battle goes on for too long, and you may have some bad rolls. Oh yeah, I forgot about this exit. If you see an exit like this with machine in this formation around, and the matter pods, it's here, also maybe some plasma drill, then this will lead to the mine. Ah, crap. That's a shock trap which causes it to get corrupted. Now if the corruption meters, it's a white meters, if it reach 100% then you just instantly die. But it's fine, most of the time it never gets past 10% if you place your cards right. Corruption can also cause a lot of negative effects like misfiring, So it's really important that you don't have your launchers on you, so you won't just misfire into the walls and hurt yourself. Or any splash damage weapons. It's also capable of fusing part, so you can't put it off. If you put it off, then it will destroy itself. Misfiring and forgetting the ID of weapons, and a reduce in accuracy and hacking capability. It's a lot of negative effects. Oh, nice. New lore. I should probably read about it. Alright, got it. Probably I should analyze something. What do I already have? S. Slicer Mercenary. Yeah, we need some for the oh no, not access. Analysis. Swarmer. Oh yeah, I forgot. God damn it. Alert purge then. No? Lowering the alert is really important. Oh nice, a repair station. A red ore station. You can use it to repair some stuff, like the thread here. When life gives you lemons, you throw it at people. And I'm going to throw some grenade at some grunt's face. It's high cap. I should explore up here. Oh, nice. Really tempted to do some spoiler hacks on this thing too. It's a recycling station, or a yellows, or a white station. You can do a whole bunch of stuff. What's in here, and you can tell it to spit it out, or process and turn it into matters and spit those matters out. Never mind. It reached 50%. I don't want to greed. You can press space to just pause the game like that. Get out of my way, please. Oh, it's the room. Oh. Oh crap, wrong target, wrong target. Okay, now it's 2v1 and this guy is like 20. Wait, he have much more core than I remember. Oh, he's a trooper and he's a mercenary. That explains it. Swap on the cannon to deal more damage. I would like to have cannon at the last of the volley, because cannons, specifically kinetic cannons, can knock back bots who are not on threats. Like, threat have immunity to knockbacks. So, like, if you ram this guy into this guy with a cannon, then they're gonna get corrupted. It's kind of like hitting them with a hammer. But I'm just gonna kill them with raw damage. See, that's knocks him back, so he gotta waste some time to go back up. And he's dead. There we go. Now the bad thing about it is the lower salvage. So every shot just gonna lower the salvage by 4, but it's fine because the loot is not that great, and I just want to kill them because they stand in my way. Let's put his wheels here and put the damage thread on. We would like to save the green, the steel green integrity one. Because that's just better integrity management. you would like to have the weak things die first and save the other things later. At least that is if the orders, the magnitudes of importance is the same. If it's a really important item or really strong weapons, I guess you would like to save it until you find a repair station. However, repair station can only repair things of tier 8. Like this one is rating tier 1. Only you can repair up to tier 8. Higher than that and it won't be able to repair stuff. There are a few special cases when you can repair anything. But it's some spoiler stuff and I don't want to get to it yet. I don't want to ruin the new player's experience. 20. Oh, nice enough. There we go. That's kind of cool. Also, firing one weapons, even though the recoil is 4 and we're on wheels, since it's only one weapon, so it's no recoil. 2 and we're gonna start to have a problem. Just shooting for fun. Signal interpreter. I usually call it a sig inter, and sensor array or amazing. Oh, nice, full integrity too. Oh, wait, what? Yes, full integrity. Like back in the days of beta 14, you got to kill watches for these info war item. Now it's much easier. Life good. So yeah, you can identify entrance by using the signal interpreter. See? But instantly identified as the mines. And I already know it. Also, we got the heat flow 0 because we're 1% corrupted. It's random. But the more corrupted you are, the higher the chance. The specific math to calculate it is probably inside the manual and on the wiki. But normally you don't really need to care about it that much. It's okay. I'm just gonna show you. Where is it? That's electromagnetic. Yeah, I don't know where it is, but you could probably find it on the wiki Cogmind anyways. Just check for the corruption page. The cool thing about this is subsequent exit will be identified on site, even without an interpreter. So it's really nice. Don't really need it. Just gonna speed to the exit. We can be spawn cam because the mine is a branches, so it branches to the side and not going up. So I'm gonna prematurely equip the grenade launchers. Let's go then. Something is scanning the area. That's good. That means the exile is on this floor. Now the exile can be on a -10 or -9. This is not really preferable because we are skipping -9 material if we were to go to exile. So I would like to skip that. Back in my old guide for beta 14, I do visit the exile, so you guys could also check on that if you want to know more about the exile. They're really easy to find too. Alright. Let's keep exploring. Oh wait. Put the launchers away and put on a wheels. Oh, it looks really similar to an exile exit. It isn't though. Oh no, nope, 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 nope. Now that means somewheres around here there's an infestation, which caused by the assembly. They're kind of like insects of robots. They're all over the place. Their strength is in numbers, which is why the demolisher are going to be dispatched. Demos can also be dispatched if you have many allies. The demos have grenade launchers and resistant to EX damage. EX stands for explosive, so we got to be careful. Go back into a corner and hope that they don't find us. Okay, that's an explosion. A war is waging, but I don't know where it is. So, oh, there it is. Thanks to the seismic, I know that they are fighting over there. That's the sound of grenade being launched. All right, they are still fighting. This is a common occurrence in the mines. It's really bad if you get caught between the conflict of both sides. So it's better to let them wear each other out. Also, the reason why you should always enter the mine if you have grenade launchers. There are intelligence here, like derelict logs, good for infowars. Also loot, special stuff. Branches often offers a lot of good loot, out of depth, high tier stuff. So you really want to do more, like fight more, so you can loot more. I don't think it's over yet. Just wait a fair bit more. Probably a few hundred turns up here. Yeah, it should be over by now. It's 200 turns from then. The demos are really fast. They are hover units or 50 speed, so they will move 2 tiles per turn. So in 200 turns, they should be able to move like 400 tiles. So I think everything is already said and done. Let's crawl out our hiding spot and put on a heat sink. Because flying enemies like the demos, which have hover units, cannot be detected by seismic. So it would be unwise to equip the seismic, I think. Oh, scrap. Nice. Collection of debris. Oh, amazing. Oh crap. Stasis trap? I thought it's gonna be explosive trap, but stasis trap is also very cool. You can activate them to get a shield, a force field, energy shield effect that kind of like a portable shield of sorts. This is probably material. It's definitely material, judging from the room shape stuff. Alright. Launcher is the fun option. Instantly kill that guy. Like his core is 30. Oh, it's mercenary, not a trooper, so it's 15. Grenade launchers is at least 20, at max 48. Split into 3 small chunks. So the chance of killing is really high because this deals tons of damage. And a lot of chances to hit the core. Launchers are amazing. They are the tools of choice to just kill the enemies, especially explosive launchers. Sorry about that. The relic logs. Really nice to get some information. -9 is the mine. But we already know that. Oh, that's another exit. I think the lower guy just shoot me, but this guy body blocked him. Oh crap, jam. That happens when you have corruption. Low matters, that's fine, still have like, as Obi-Wan once said in Star Wars, we're still flying half of the ship. Nice. Kinda knocking back. Oh crap, there we go. Come on, die already. There we go. And that's a death blow. One shot, one kill type shit. Anyways. Let's keep moving on. I have no idea where these exit leads. This one looks like it's gonna lead to sub-cave, which is a death sentence because we only have half the core. I hear the sounds of someone dying. The relic emerged from the shadows. Where we took that. Oh, this is the rocket launcher guy. He's gonna give you a free rocket launcher. It's amazing. Oh, there we go. There it's the exile exit. They're pretty cool science guys. FARCOM is also a surprisingly good ability to use in this stage. I know most new player usually bends towards FARCOM because it's like 20 or 22 tiles of hostile robot detection. It cannot be jammed. However, it can only be used in Obi-Wan controlled zones like the mines and not the caves. But it's still a very strong. It's really powerful info-wise. Technically a 2-item slot upgrade. Knowing is already half the battle. Oh, I got to add in a new. There we go. Knowing is already half the battle. So, and 20 tiles are huge. Our sight range is only 16. So yeah, that's really something. However, depends on it. Could lead to a kind of like a bad habit for new players. So my advice is to stray from that. But it's okay. You can treat it as training wheels as you get to learn the game. Some guides like the FARCOM flight guy made by aoemica is a really off-the-book standard guide for new players who likes to evade stuff. I just like to power through stuff. Yeah. Flight feels inconsistent at times, at least for me. Every build have its strengths and weaknesses. Stockpile is nice, but I think tank is the best. At least for me, I'm in tune with it. It feels, it just feels right. You know what I mean? Terrain sensor, scanners. It can drop on the tunnelers. Wait for a while, and it's gonna scan the terrain. You don't even need to see it with your eyes. There we go, some blocks. But oh yeah, just drop it by pulling it off, or also you can just hold control and left click to drop it. Sensors, or specifically terrain sensor scanners, are really good in later on in the late game. Right now it's not really good because of the lacks of evolution slots, as well as the enemy density and how the alert works. So it's like the meta of the game change as you progress the game. Some builds gonna have an easier time as some specific zone, some builds gonna struggle more in some specific zone. That's just how it is. So if you want to know how the exile is, I'm gonna put a link to my old guide and showcase where they are. You should also bring a data jack to parse the information from the exile. Also remember to not bring weapons, like detach the weapons. Just put them on the ground so you won't misfire into the exile. They will turn hostile, so that's a bad thing most of the time. Sometimes you can even kill them for this stuff if you're strong enough. I certainly not strong enough. Just gonna ascend to the next floor. So anyways, if you want to know more about the exile, you can check out my videos. I'm gonna put it in the description, or I'm also gonna put the link to aoemica's videos in the description if you're interested in the evasive kind for new players. Alright, so we just accent a floor, gonna evolve. The safe play is this one. You can also go with this one. Now, listen to my explanation here. Now, because power depends on a few things. Propulsion. Airborne builds like flights and hovers requires more energies because well, there's thrusters and stuff, and they're fast. Like they move a bunch of tiles per turn. Of endgame flight build can even reach 5 or like 3. So it's really fast. To put it into perspective, one turn is 100 time units, and these flight guys only takes like 5 or 3 time units to move a tiles. So on average, a tank move at 160 just to move a tile. So you take 160 and divide for 5, and you will know how fast flight is compared to tanks. It's insanely fast. That's why you're gonna need powers for propulsion. Utilities, it's a complex matter. You can use it to power the shield, the scanners, info wars, and items that helps you increase your damage, or to run your cooling system. Utility just have a lot of stuff. And weapons is the more simple one. Energy-based weapons consume a lot of energies. But we're going mostly with kinetic and explosive here because I find that kinetic is simple and trustworthy in these material floors, as long as you pay attention to your matters reserve on the upper right corners. And well, the way it works, 2 weapons takes 300 times unit to fire. one weapon is 200. So it's kind of costly just to fire 2 weapons is an entire turn. But everything changes when you have 3 weapons. It no longer costs 100 time units because the third weapons only costs 25. So 3 weapons firing continuously, simultaneously, only takes 325 turns, which is roughly a 50% increase in damage, which is much more than any utility can give us. Faster time to kill does translate to less attrition sustained, so killing enemies makes you not getting hurt, if that makes sense. And propulsion is because 3 threads kind of function like armors. We haven't found any armor pieces, only shielding. Like propulsion shielding, it's gonna take damage instead of propulsion, or utility shielding, power shielding, weapon shielding, stuff like that. We only seen that on -9 and -10, but they're not that good. They did not increase any of the coverage. I would prefer some light armor plating. Anyways, so that's the explanation, and we already got spawn camp. Now this guy is actually not a combat robot. They're still hostile though. They are NC, non-combat. Last floor we see him as green, this time he's yellow. So yeah, that's the stage before he is mad with us. I don't think we can even kill him anyway, so let's just wait a turn and you will see him turns from... oh wait, no. He will get an exclamation mark and he will go find the terminals. I mean, I could shoot him, but I mean, that's definitely the better option, but I just want to demonstrate it to you guys. So let's pass a turn, pressing 5 or scroll the wheel. Oh, he goes to me, which means there is a terminal in this room, or a trapdoor that leads to another room. Also, picking up that derelict logs in the mine does help because it shows the stockpile data. Press 1. Oh no, that's for hostile. 2 is friendly. 3. Show what it is. Data jack. Nice. Shield generator. Amazing. Power shielding. Not good. Battery is nice. I call them mana flask. But I'm sorry for complicating stuff, but yeah, call it whatever you want. ECM suite helps you evade stuff. They forget you faster. It's really good on hovers and flights. EM shotgun is one of my favorite for these depth, like the -9. Com wheel, we already have that. Another jack and a heatsink. Let's put on another gun and we are going to kill him, if that's even possible. And he's gone. Well, we try. So that's how the interaction goes. He goes to the terminals, turn it off, locks us out of using it, and he turns green. So he's neutral now. Fuel gems are amazing. We're gonna mostly use kinetic, so the energy can be instead used for powering the shields or the sink. Oh yeah, kinetic also costs little to no heat, so we can just run shields, 3 threads, and kinetics. Unfortunately, one of our threads are broken, so we got to work with what we have. This is called half threading. The wheels or some wheels, and the rest are threads. So you increase the effective speed while still remaining some of the threads coverage. 120. If I remember correctly, light armor plating is 150. So it's a bit better, but threads are much easier to find in material floors. Also, tanks kind of use thread as armor. So there's that. Anyways, I guess I'm gonna end this episode here. That's everything there is to it. If you like the videos, and yeah, go ahead. It's gonna help me a lot. And if you want more of these contents, then consider subscribing, because that's also gonna help me a lot, and it motivates me to make more of these videos like this. If you don't like the video, then why are you still here then? And well, I'm also gonna recommend you guys some of the other Cogmind YouTubers. So anyways, that's all there is for today. Stay tuned, and I wish you have a nice day.